You spot a door, a sanctuary amidst the chaos. You burst through it, breathless and trembling, leaving the shadows behind. Inside, the atmosphere shifts dramatically. Haunting melodies fill up the air, creating an otherworldly ambience that envelops you like a warm embrace. It's as if the music is a balm for your frayed nerves. Silent Hill 2, the game where you OD on Benadryl and beat the shit out of monsters with a stick.
Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back!
It has a soundtrack. I've wanted to make a video on this topic for a while, but I'm just too lazy. It's kind of all started when the best gaslighter in human history took me into a bar.
James, what are you talking about?
Just before! Don't you remember?
James, honey, did something happen to you?
Probably the least toxic relationship. Jokes aside, I am really passionate about the soundtrack. Thought it'd be fun if we went on a little deep dive, a little adventure together, along with some extra tidbits and a little lore that I'm sure you guys don't know about. There's only one place we should start, and that's the man himself, Akira Yamaoka.
Leave me alone!
Akira has shown a great passion towards Silent Hill 2, and even showing in an interview that it was his favorite game that he had worked on.
This is a lot of fans' favorite one. I'm curious, is this your favorite, Summer?
僕もね、実を言うとね、2が一番好きです。
Akira was the lead composer for the sound design, so every fucking squish and squash you heard throughout the game, along with all the fun screeches, was from the demonic man himself. Another thing that I don't see talked about as much is that Silent Hill 2 was released on the PS2, so there wasn't really a lot of memory. So Akira had to actually optimize the game, unlike all of these new games that seem to release with 300 gigabyte fucking downloads.
それをそこのゲーム機で実現することがなんかそのあえてハイファイを狙わずにそこをちょっと逆手っていうかそういうのをわざと狙ってやったっていうのありますよね。でまたゲームっていうのがすごく音楽的だったりするんですよね。なんかどっかの街へ行くと街の音楽が鳴ったりどっか行くとなんか音楽が鳴ったりっていうその音楽っていうのが一つのもう決まったゲームってなんかそう決まったように音楽っていうのがあるっていうのがそこもちょっと変えようっていうか違う形にしたいなっていうのがあってあえてその音楽じゃなくてそのアンビエントって言われてるノイズだったりインダストリーその工場の機械音だったり。
Me when I start up any game nowadays and fucking redline my goddamn computer.
Sound sick. Nah, we good, bruh. It just be doing this on the loading screen. All right. Bro, you sure everything all right? Don't worry, bruh. It do this every day. Oh my God!
And express something different he did. With greats such as the darkness that lurks in our mind. Along with the darkness that lurks within us, he did make some really good music. One of the songs, the one I played at the intro, Heaven's Night, is just beautiful. I can't really put it into words. It's very angelic after listening to it a few times outside of the game. Enough with sucking off Akira. I did really want to genuinely talk about this music, and I think the best place to start would be with how this video was inspired. If you guys are watching the video, I'm assuming that you've actually played the game. If not, I will give a brief summary. James walks into a bowling alley, sees big fat man eating pizza with little girl. Little girl knows where his wife is. Little girl runs away through an alley, a little bit too tight for James's liking. From there, James is like,
"Is there any other way?"
Maria's like,
Yeah, there is. Right through there.
all seductive like. You go and you gain control of your character. You go to open the door, but it's locked. A cutscene plays where Maria has about 15 million keys to open one fucking door. And when you enter this room, it's almost like you've been transported to a different place. After the main scenery just being a fucking dense fog with the same gloomy-ass music, this is kind of like a sanctuary, and almost like a mental checkpoint, if you will. After reaching psychic bliss and picking up your health drink, the next part of the game might quite possibly be the worst fucking part of the entire game I have ever played, consisting of probably half of the playtime of this game for me. Was this Akira's sick fucking joke to troll you, thinking that the game might get better? Was it just all for laughs? But since, as you can see, this is not a 3-hour video, I will not be going over the hospital. That shit is boring as fuck. But what I will do is cover the transition, because I think the transition is almost a beautiful work of art. From this part in the game, I'll catch you up if you don't know what's going on. Maria miraculously appears in the hospital, after being gone for about majority of the time.
"Oh, Maria. It's you. I thought you were... Sorry."
Hey, sorry to butt in. I'm gonna add a Midwest emo riff to this, because I feel like it'll make it more entertaining.
Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway? You don't sound very happy to see me. I was almost killed back there. Why didn't you try to save me? All you care about is that dead wife of yours. I've never been so scared in my whole life. You couldn't care less about me, could you?
No, I just...
Then stay with me. Don't ever leave me alone. You're supposed to take care of me.
From this point, you open up a painting. This painting takes you down a long, long stairway. This stairway leads to a door. Very, very deep in the hospital basements. It's silent. You almost hear your thoughts racing. Akira, did you save me once again? You're funny. You go to survey your surroundings and run as fast as you can. Pyramid Head's encroaching footsteps behind you as you hear this distant whir growing. You don't know where you're going. You're just running. You don't know where you are, but you know where you don't want to be. As you sprint down the hallway, you reach an elevator and a cutscene plays.
Open up!
song is called Magdalene, named Magdalene after Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene's past was quoted from the New Testament of the Bible as being possessed by 7 demons. Mary was a prostitute in a town off the coast of the Sea of Galilee. Mary eventually becomes a devoted disciple of Jesus and even witnesses his crucifixion along with his resurrection. Magdalene stands for reformed prostitute. I don't exactly know what Akira meant by naming this Magdalene, but is her reforming from being a prostitute? AKA, we saw in the game that she clearly either owned or affiliated with a strip club in the town of Silent Hill. So, is Akira saying that to reform prostitutes is to kill them? I'll leave that with you, but I did want to say I think this song is very beautiful, and I couldn't tell you what the deeper meaning is. Akira might actually be a sadist. For the next part of the game, we're going to jump a bit ahead. For everyone that hasn't played the game and for some reason is still here, big spoiler warning. Massive spoiler. Do not watch the rest of this video if you have not played the game. This is a massive spoiler. And we're going to jump all the way over to the hotel. Specifically at the end of the hotel when James finally receives the tape. The entire game has led up to this mystery as to where is James's wife? Where could she possibly be? James pops the VHS tape into the TV, and this is what he figures out. What we're listening to now is called True. Truth obviously meaning James has learned the truth about where his wife is, as much as he doesn't want to know. But it's not specifically this track that I want to talk about. It's a very similar track that we've heard prior in the game upon meeting a certain someone. Null Moon. Apart from sounding similar, we can look for a deeper meaning into what Null Moon means. And obviously you're up to your own interpretation, or you could just say it doesn't matter. But we know that Akira has already shown us that there is correlation between the soundtrack names as well as what they mean in the game. All meaning false. So something we're getting from this song is not true. Now, I could be grabbing for just random symbolism, but moon could mean many different things. What works best with my explanation on how these two songs correlate is moon could possibly mean enlightenment. So we have false enlightenment. False enlightenment being James is searching the entire time for his wife, but when we get past the apartments, we reach Maria. Maria is what James thought was his wife, but she turned out to be a very similar woman. With these songs being very similar, the difference being No Moon has this deeper, grainy feel to it, with the violin that's playing very deeply in the background, symbolizing desperation. Also showing a deeper undertone, No Moon has this sort of dark ending, like almost staticky. Truth, despite being in the background of a very, very depressing scene, shows like greater energy almost. Higher pitched, the violin has picked up. It doesn't distort at the end. This is not false, this is true. This is my theory on the correlation between these two songs, and I definitely think there might be something that I'm missing, but I feel very confident on this being the similarities and correlations. Final song, we're going to skip all the way over to the Pyramid Head duo boss fight. If you don't remember what happens, I'll catch you up real quick and play the scene.
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth. Now it's time to end this.
This song is called Betrayal. Doing my research on this song and just thinking, I was curious as to what could be betrayal here. The Pyramid Head has been the enemy the whole time, and you can't be betrayed by an enemy, but regardless of that, this is what I came up with. James is definitely being assisted by the fog through his healing journey, on the fact that he killed his wife. The fog is assisting him here and taking him through, and the outcome depends on the choices you make in the game. So with how you choose to pursue the fog will choose the overall outcome. So did James see the Pyramid Heads as sort of a friend, rather some tough guidance in a way? With that being true, is the betrayal here that the fog has created one of James's only companions throughout the entire game? No one ever follows you like Maria. Nobody ever goes through the game with you like Maria. They all end up being taken by the fog. Maria is from James's mind. She's not exactly real. So the fog gave him a companion, and I guess the betrayal in this scenario would be that the one thing that the fog has given him as assistance and guidance, as well as a companionship, it has chosen to take it away again and again and again. This is the breaking point for James. Tired of all the bullshit that's been happening to him. He's tired of Maria being put into all of these horrible scenarios. And this is when he realizes the betrayal. The song doesn't have nearly as deep symbolism as the previous two, but when listening to the song, it has this almost beautiful melody in the background with metal machinery. I think what we're supposed to get at this part in the game is that the fog is not horrible. Silent Hill itself is not bad. It's almost a necessity for these people. These people need to come here. They need to come here and they need to decide if they're going to live on or if they're going to stay stuck with the past. This song could also be meaning James's betrayal against the fog. He's choosing to fight against it. He's choosing to go through that final decision. Will he heal, or will he end up trapped in the same loop of the fog? Hey, but at the end of the day, that's just a theory. A game.